Hello, everyone. How are you? Hope you are all well. Today it's nippy, a little cold out, and it's been cold for the last few days, and I've been a little grumpy about the cold, I have to admit, trying to be positive, but at least it's sunny today, so I'm happy about that. And I think after tonight, we're going to have warm temperatures. It's going to get better. I wanted to tell you a story, though, that is just the opposite about being cold. It's about hot, hot theme here. This is a story that took place a long time ago in a land called Babylon. And it's a story about three very faithful men. Now, these three men have funny names. Their names were Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. I'll say them again, see if you can say them with me. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. Those are funny names. And they lived in this place called Babylon. They'd actually been taken with the people of Israel to Babylon in the exile when the Israelites were conquered by Babylonia. The king at that time was King Nebuchadnezzar. Another funny name, King Nebuchadnezzar. Now, King Nebuchadnezzar really liked these three men. They were strong, they were good looking, they were young, and they were really, really smart. And he made them assistants to him because he thought that he could mold them to be like him. Little did he know that these three men loved God more than anybody and anything. Well, the king did not believe in our God. He believed in false gods. And he made a statue to his false god. That's kind of what these pagans did. And he made this huge statue that was so high that think of taking your dad and have 15 dads standing on top of each other. Really high. That statue was even taller than that. So high. And King Nebuchadnezzar was very proud of this statue. And he wanted everybody to bow down to this god of his. So the edict was sent out to everybody in Babylon that when they heard the music play, they were to stop and bow down to this statue. Well, the music played and everybody bowed down, but not our three friends. Not Meshach, Shadrach, or Abednego would bow down. Instead, they prayed throughout the day to their own God, to the God that we love, our God. Well, the king heard about this and he was furious. And he told the three guys, no, this is not okay. If you do this again, if you don't obey, you're going to be killed. You're going to be put into a fire. Well, guess what? It happened again. The music played. Everybody bowed down to the statue, to that very tall statue, but not our three friends. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego refused to worship this fake God. Instead, they continued to pray to our God. Well, that was it. The king said, okay, it's over. You're done. I'm sorry. I have to throw you into the fiery furnace. So a furnace was used to heat up could heat up a home. A huge furnace would heat up a castle or would be used to burn up trash. But it was very hot. And it was filled with a fire that even if you were to walk, even come near it, you could feel the heat coming at you. So the soldiers dragged the three friends of ours and took them to the furnace and began to push them into the fire. As they did, the soldiers themselves caught on fire and immediately died. It was so hot. But our three friends were in the furnace and they were not burning up. They did not die. They just walked around. So let me show you a picture. I'm going to share this screen with you for a second so you can see this fiery furnace. Do you see it? Doesn't that look so hot and scary? Now, can you find our three friends? Can you count them? Well, wait a minute. I see one, two, three. I see something else. I think I see another person. Who's the fourth person? There's only supposed to be three guys in the furnace burning up and dying. They're not burning up and dying, they're walking around. And there's somebody walking with them. Well, my friends, God sent Jesus to be with them. Jesus was there walking in the fire with them, where it was hot and burning and meant for death. Jesus' power prevented that from happening. Isn't that amazing? So the three men came out of the fire. The king saw all this and he said, "Who was the fourth man? Who was the fourth man in the fire?" But nobody answered. But he saw that our three friends came out of the fire and they were fine. They weren't burnt at all. They were just normal. They were just fine. And so the king knew that their God was God. And so he immediately apologized and said, nobody is to ever stop these men from praying and worshiping their God. Their God, our God. Nothing can stop us from worshiping our God. And nothing can stop our God from being with us, whether we're in the fires of life or the coldness of life or the difficulties of life or the loneliness of life. God is always with us. Jesus is always with us. Oh my goodness, it gives me such comfort. I hope it does to you too. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.